Welcome, football fans. I'm John Kuzma from EndZoneBlog.com, and we're going to talk a little bit about Khalil Mack and what he was able to do in the Monday Night Football matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. So Khalil Mack played lights out in this game. He was bringing a lot of pressure off the edge, and he was rattling Case Keenum. Keenum was really off his game, struggled with interceptions in this matchup. And it's because the Chicago Bears defense was bringing so much pressure, and there wasn't very much time in the pocket for Case Keenum to survey the field and throw the football to whoever he wanted to go with. So Khalil Mack, I think he had 3 tackles, 2 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. He's actually on pace for his 5th consecutive season of at least 10 sacks. And this guy has just elevated the Chicago Bears into a contender ever since arriving from that trade by the Raiders to Chicago. And Khalil Mack is one of the best defenders in the NFL. There's no doubt about that. What he brings to this group is not only this overpowering ability to bull rush and get to the passer and swim and break offensive tackles and guards down with all these rip, swim, and spin moves that he has, but he's also huge in the sense that he's so consistent. You always know that Khalil Mack is going to show up and perform at a high level. He's not a guy that disappears and goes missing in big games. He's actually at the forefront of everything. He's always that guy who's setting the tone for the Bears defense and the guy who seems to come up with the big play when the pressure is on. And the other guys on that defense, feed off of that energy, and it just elevates everybody to this whole other level where everybody's just performing at such a high level that the Bears' output just blows you away. Khalil Mack is the centerpiece of it all. Then you got guys like Akeem Hicks, Roquan Smith, Danny Trevathan, and Leonard Floyd, who are around Mack that make up this defense. I guess you got to throw Eddie Jackson and Clinton Dix in there as well, Kyle Fuller too, because those guys all played great in this game. Clinton Dix, I think, had 2 picks. I think Kyle Fuller had a diving interception himself too. But these plays happen on the back end because, Case Keenum is under pressure just trying to get the ball out of his hands before Khalil Mack takes his head off. And, a lot of times Case Keenum was getting hit as he threw, or he had to force the throw to get it out of his hands before taking a big shot. And, all of this blitzing and all of this, all this heat that's coming off the edge, it creates ill-advised throws for the quarterback. And once you get a quarterback to just mess up his timing a little bit, or to try to gamble, by throwing it off his back foot and trying to make a play down the field to get something going and create some offense, that's when a defense like the Chicago Bears can tilt the odds into their favor, because they're dictating the terms of the game, and they're taking it to these opposing offenses. That's what we've seen last year. That's what we've seen last night against the Washington Redskins as well. And the Bears defense isn't going to be the problem at all. The offense has to play well. Luckily, Mitchell Trubisky and Taylor Gabriel showed some signs that they are improving in this game against Washington. It was the Bears' best offensive performance of the season. But it's the defense that is holding it down every single week. And Khalil Mack is the guy that is carrying the torch, and he's the ringleader of all this, of the Bears defense. So he's been great, and Like I said, he's going for his fifth straight season of at least 10 sacks. So that just tells you how gifted Khalil Mack truly is. I'm John Kuzma. Check out EndZoneBlog.com.